everybody. What's happening? Pau Gasol is joining us on Lakers TV and Lakers.com. Welcome, man. How you feeling?
Feel great. Thanks, Mike.
Second day of practice. No 5-on-5 full contact scrimmages, but just a quick bottom line. What's going on the court right now? What have we missed?
Well, we're working on the fundamentals of the game. Basically, just doing a lot of conditioning stuff, working on the basics, learning our offense, and also making sure we are disciplined and focus on the defensive principles too.
Pau, it's a little bit of a new team here, some new guys in purple and gold. You look to your left, there's Dwight Howard. You look to your right, there's Steve Nash. I think that has to be a bit of fun for you.
Definitely, it's a great situation. It's a great roster we have here. Guys with so much quality. Obviously, these great two additions are incredible, but now we have to make it work all together and utilize this training camp to get us where we need to be to start off the right way and build on it for the whole year.
Last year was, of course, not an easy year, not just with the lockout, but then all the trade rumors, just stuff going on constantly that I thought you really did well of blocking that out and just playing your game on the court. But nonetheless, it must at least be nice to come into this season, just have those distractions out of the way. You have your team now, and you can just play basketball.
It feels tremendously great to be able in this position instead of the other one. So it's good and important that you can focus on what you have to do daily to get better. Just focus on basketball and not have to worry about other distractions.
Is it just could you feel, is it a tangible sense, Pau, even when you're playing in practice, that just, hey, it's just not something I have to think about?
Well, it's like a load, you know.
Yeah.
It's like you're carrying a tremendous bag full of rocks, and it's there. So it's nicer and definitely not to have it on.
So I had a conversation with Eddie Jordan just about the Princeton offense and really just talking about how you are kind of the perfect player for what he can do, whether it's the center spot or the 4 spot, just working in different areas. And a lot of the things is because the principles of it are so key on passing and just moving the ball around, making cuts and reads, Pau. So he's excited to get you in the system. I know you must be to see what you can do in it.
Absolutely, I am. It's a system predicated on ball movement and making the right reads out there, and it's something that I enjoy, especially with my versatility. I can play different positions and facilitate and make good decisions for my teammates too.
Steve Nash, the one thing we can think about him on the court, of course, the 2-time MVP, the shooting, the passing, the pick and rolls. But one thing, Pau, that it would seem to me off the court, he just adds such a sense of community and team building. He might lead the league in high fives since he entered it. And it seems like that was not that it was lacking the last couple of years, but after you win 2 titles, it's difficult maybe to find that type of chemistry. So what can Steve do to bring that into the locker room?
He does a lot of things. Obviously, he brings a lot of things to the table, and team building and team chemistry is definitely one of them. He's a player that is extremely unselfish. To me, he's probably the most unselfish player in the NBA, and I'm glad that he's with us. And it's hard still to believe that he's our point guard, and I know we are going to benefit from having him on board.
What if there's one thing you could single out with what your focus is going to be in the offense, and again, all of this is predicated on, we've only had 2 days of camp here, but what sense are you starting to get kind of where you can fit in with Dwight Howard, especially kind of rotating in those 4 or 5 spots?
Well, again, we'll have to mix it up. We have to combine our games. We have to be able to read each other, communicate, and have good understanding of what we do out there. But obviously, we're 2 players that are good with our backs to the basket, and we like to be inside and use our length and skills. But also, I'll be moving around quite a bit from the wings, the perimeter, and cutting and moving. So to combine those 2 things, I think will help me, will help the team, and we'll see if we can accomplish it.